Hello, hello. Okay, you can hear me. Uh, I am. I need to recreate this song. Long story short, I thought, I actually don't think it was actually an issue. I was having a computer issue and I was troubleshooting it, and in my troubleshooting, I erased one of my drives, uh, which had some of the latest music projects I was working on. This being one of them. The thing is I didn't. You could say that not all of the. I always save many, many different versions of songs, and I had an earlier version that I could load from, but all like this entire beginning is lost. That's right here. Oh, you can't hear this. I was so proud of this beginning. I don't even remember how I did it. I did this in one day. I was so proud of this. Yeah, that whole beginning's gone. All of it. Let's see. I need to close phone link so I don't leak anything. And then I need to duplicate the displays so you can actually see what I'm working on. Oh, but if I make it stream friendly, I gotta make the scaling massive. That's a pretty big scaling. I'm fine with that. Oh, dude, my TV is freaking out again. Why does it do this? It's not a big deal because I'm not playing on the TV, but it's just the fact that it's doing it. Hold on. What happens if I swap it right back? Okay, that did fix the TV. Uh, I don't know why the TV can't figure this out. It flickered there for a second. TV is just blank signal. Oh, it appeared now. Okay, whatever. So this is the old beginning. I don't even think the thing is that I lost some of the bounce files that I did here too. So I don't know what this hold up kit was. I think yeah, see I have keep on in kit. It had to have been what is it? Great cuts? Hold up kit? Nope, that's not there. I guess I can just go to all and just search hold up. do a new scene here. Hopefully this doesn't... What does it sound like? This is like a fake 4-bar. It's a fake 3-bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I guess it's a 5-bar. A 5 beat. I can't even parse what this beat is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well that screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 5.5 beats. No, it is 4 beats. Like I said, it's a fake like 3 beat. The beat isn't actually where the beat is. It's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if I turn on the metronome, I don't know if I can do that from here. We can just play this metronome. You'll hear that it's like super out of beat. That's a very weird one. So this isn't how I was doing it though. Delete all of these. Delete. Copy this over here. What does this sound like? Okay, mute that. This doesn't sound familiar to me at all. I gotta hear my own song. Hello, Fate. Thank you for the 70 months. Hello, Music Man. Spin me a record. Oh, looks like my parents ordered food. I did hear something outside my window there. Play that sounded again. Play that again. It sounded nice. Hold on. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I had anything else extra. So the story is, this is a song I'm making for an album. I didn't mean to click Discord here, but since it's up here, making for this album right here. And see, there's my name, Arkanoid Arcade. And I made this beginning, and I'll play the beginning for you. So this was my latest project. This is like the latest version of it. And long story short, I cleared my SSD and that project is gone, completely gone. And the thing is that that project file, um, I always save multiple different versions of my tracks. Like you see, I don't know what this is, 2, 3, 3A, 3, 4. And I had a I had an earlier version saved. And this is so I have it the earliest sorry, I should say the latest version I have does not have that beginning because I did that in one night. And I don't know what the heck, I don't know how I did that. I do, but then I don't. Like, I mean, I can hear that and be like, okay, I probably could figure it out. Because a lot of that was my IRL synths, and so I have to set those up. Um, and I've just been super lazy about trying to get this track done. But so it's about picking up the pieces, and I already know it's not gonna sound the exact same. I haven't done anything, so like this is the beginning that I have now. Oh, this is not it. Wait, can you hear that? You can't hear that when I solo. That sucks. I have to always have this also hit selected when I hit solo. Huh. Okay, but like this isn't anything. This is the old beginning, man. Oh, my mic's picking that up. Oh, it's looping. So really, this is the old beginning. It's just 8 bars. Like that's the old beginning. The rest, this part is in this version too. I just stopped it. But like, okay, since I'm showing you, I'll like this is a remix or a cover. I'll show you the OG song it's from. The IRL Summit stream. Yeah, I gotta find Arkanoid. I don't know. You might remember this game. You know what Arkanoid? This game. It's literally from this game. Arcade game, but I didn't play it on arcade. I really like this. Okay, see, there's one melody right there, but I need the soundtrack here. For some reason, this one cuts off the beginning of every track. If I do Arkanoid OST, what is it? What comes up here? Okay, so this is the main theme that I remixed. And that's it. It just repeats. I just want to know if it plays the other. Nope. There's other little just like motifs. Yeah, right there. I think that's when you load into a stage. No, I don't have this song in it. Don't even know what that is. That's when you die. Alright, go back to the other one. It just cuts off the beginning of every little motif, so it's kind of annoying. Hey, who's that guy? I have this in it. I have this in it. I don't have that. Don't have that. And then there's the main one. This is the credits theme. Okay, so there you go, right? That's, you know, the theme is right here. Nope. Nope. Ah, see, the beat is gone. Okay, so I have to say this too because it's like it's almost invisible to me, but like you're hearing it chop and stutter because of the caching, especially because I have Chrome open because this takes up so much RAM just to have this up. I just upgraded to Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say I literally just upgraded to Bitwig 6. So I was gonna say I don't think some of my settings changed, but it did. And because things cache, uh, everything is loading from our hard drives, and so you'll hear it stutter until it's like shader building in video games. It'll stutter until it stops stuttering. I guess I should play this out because I don't know how far this version has gone. And here's the credits theme. Oh, no. So this is this version where I put this in here. I really like this part of the song, but it shouldn't go here. Why? No, get rid of that. Dude, this is such an earlier version. That's it? It's not even a full song yet. like that's it. I had a whole like side B on this version. Like the whole beat changes here. Right here. See, all that was original. That's not from anything. I have to do that all over again. So we'll try and see if we can recreate that beginning. We might tone it down. I don't know if we need like the 10 bars that we had. Give a buffer here. To add in a new hardware instrument. HW connected because it's right here in front of my face. Almost did it. I just knocked my drink over, but it wasn't full and it wasn't on my keyboard. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. The only open thing I had on my desk. But we're good. Desk is insanely messy right now. Okay, it's connected. Wave state 1. It should be. How am I controlling this synth right now? Makes sense. Maybe channel 2? Was it channel 2? Yes. Okay, so this is my Korg wave state. And I can control it with this program. Really small looking for some reason. I can't remember if I saved the project file. I just have to play them. No, this is what I used for the other song. It might have been this one. I think it might have been that one. Oh, it's really quiet. issue with the kalimbas on this synth are I hate how when I play a new chord they all plunk at the same time. I hate that initial plunk. I like the randomness that comes afterwards. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I could explain why this synth is cool, but I don't know if that would take way too much time. What is this gold? Okay, I'll explain it. What makes this synth cool? To go to an init patch here. Hopefully not init. Is it's a sampler, so it plays back audio files, right? It doesn't generate its own sound. It plays back audio files. Um, yeah, it plays back audio files, right? At its core, that's what it does. And right now, it's playing an M1 piano, which is another chord instrument. But like, I could make it play uh an E piano, a whirly. Like, I know how to actually play that. I actually like the soft tone this has, though. Sound weird. And yep, you can play many different samples. Here's a music box. It's a little weird because you're gonna have to ADSR some of the samples because like a music box can't sustain on the note, right? But like I can make this sustain. So you're gonna have to like tune it because, like I said, a music box can't sustain like that. But anyway, so this is a basic sampler, right? This is like literally a $50 keyboard from Walmart can do this. But what makes the wave state cool? Delete all of these. So if I go here and add in strings, these chamber strings, I can add in another step. There's a step sequencer here, and I'm just gonna click random here. We're gonna go to tape choir, and then we're gonna go to we want similar sounds here. We're gonna go to woodwind ensemble, and then we're gonna go to uh back to strings and click a string ensemble. And so what it'll do is it'll crossfade. Let's change it from 1 second to actual here. Why can't I remember how to do this right here? So for, I guess, just a whole note. For each whole note, it'll play the strings for one whole note, and then crossfade to a choir, then crossfade to the woodwind, and then crossfade to the string ensemble. So if you play a chord, and then it goes to the choir, woodwinds, and then back to the strings. Thing is, you do want to kind of pick sounds that have similar timbres, so it doesn't sound like you're just swapping between four. Hello, hello world. I'm doing well. And one thing I have to say to every new chatter is I'm not here to buy anything. And I know in the music category, I'm not here to listen to your music. But you're willing to hang out. You're willing to hang out. Don't take it personally, but yes, I have to say it. Uh, thing is you can add more layers. So we're gonna go to layer B here, copy layer, paste it. But I wanted to show you my art. I can't even smile at that because it happens so much. But yes, I can layer this with like, so let's go to bell sounds now, music box, and then we go to a nylon guitar pluck, and then we go to a uh xylophone, and then we go to a, is there a staccato horn here? I do see sax staccato. Yeah, there's a staccato trombone. So if I'm going to isolate layer B here, they're insanely annoying. Oh, okay, I have to make it not crossfade here because I want it to play the beginning of every note. Uh, go here, click this, crossfade 0. So now it's cycling between those. You add in some reverb. Cool is if you play a chord. You can do this where, so okay, I'm gonna make it so right now it's playing quarter notes, but I can make it so that the second note is a eighth note. But once again, I can make it so that the probability, you can change the probability. So I could make it so that 20% of the time it'll advance to the next note. Otherwise, it'll just replay the same quarter note. Oh, I have it backwards. No, I was right. It's playing quarter notes, and then every so often it'll play that eighth note, just on a random RNG. But because this is polyphonic, if I play a chord, each note on the chord will have its own probability. So all I'm doing is just holding three notes. And it's kind of like chaotically harmonious, right? So then I turn layer 8 back on and I have this weird sound. Hard to find a Pitwig stream. You're gonna buy it in November because you run Linux native. Oh yeah, it does run on Linux natively. This is I've actually used Linux for 10 plus years, but this is my first time using Bitwig 6.0. I've been I've upgraded over the years. I think I skipped. I remember being on Bitwig 1. So the reason why I was on Bitwig 1, long story short, like not that I have some tenured music career, but I used to make music on pirated FL Studio. And then I was like, all right, I have a job now. Time to buy something with money. And I bought a keyboard that came with Bitwig Studio 1. And so I used that. My music was garbage for a long time while I was trying to learn how to use Bitwig Studio, as if it weren't already garbage. And then I was given two, and then I bought three, and I think I skipped four and went straight to five. And now here we are at six. I literally just bought it yesterday because it's on sale. I like Bitwig, but in all honesty, there's no reason to use anything beyond FL Studio. In a lot of ways, it's gotten so much support that it's like there's not really a reason to leave it other than just because you don't want to use it. In your case, like it doesn't run in Linux, I don't think, right? Not natively. Right? Bitwig is was designed by Ableton, former Ableton employees. So it's kind of like Ableton not. But like I don't know what the new 6.0 features are. I literally would have to watch the video to see what's different. I mean, it's so far like this dark mode is different. Apparently I can just change the key. Yeah, I totally get not wanting to run Proton or anything like that. So, uh, I think Bitwig can do a lot what I want it to do. There's literally I haven't used FL Studio in 10 years, and there's some things I still miss about it. And the piano roll in FL Studio is like freedom. And in this one, right, all of your sounds, all of your patterns are married to the track. But I really liked how the tracks were uncoupled from the piano roll, so I could have this serum pattern be right down here. But if I do this now, it's playing on the hardware instrument. I can have this serum pattern play over here. And I really liked how you could go into the pattern browser and see all the patterns that you made and demo them. But like, it's just like two different philosophies. I'm an insanely messy creator. I mean, I think I legitimately think making it look clean and tidy is a waste of time because only you need to understand it. Why do I need to make it look nice for other people? Uh, and I would say that having every pattern or instruments patterns married to the track is more clean. Uh, if you like to work with live audio, I can't really give you all that much of an opinion about Bitwig. Bitwig's absolutely not the kind of uh software that you would want to use if you like to use music notation. I mean, there's really only one that's good for that. But generically speaking, can you make good music with Bitwig? Absolutely. It's really just, you know, how do you put what's in your head into actual sound? Can Bitwig do that for you easily? I would say that generically it's kind of tuned for like electronic music. I don't know if that's what you're trying to make. But yeah, I mean, it's the only one I've been using. Uh, I've only loaded up FL Studio to work on collabs with other people. I was worried because I don't know. I've never made any music, but I'm down right in. And yes, you want to try to make electronic music for expression as a hobby. Okay, I'm gonna derail what I'm doing for a second here. Um, I'll just try and literally put anything down. So I need to save this as something here. Project. I have to set it up so the stream can hear it. So hold on. You to close safely. Just terminate. Receiver. Need to have it 0.2, 7, and 8. I'm literally just gonna use what Bitwig comes with. So here's phase 4, which is what is this? Is this okay? Yeah, it's just a wavetable synth. What I'm doing, but like right, let me close this. I don't need the clip launcher. I'm gonna record something. Just gonna do the same 4 chords I always do that I'm used to. Let's go to 120 BPM. See, I screwed up there. I screwed up there. So make it 4 bars. Uh, delete what I screwed up there. Move it forward, and we can keep the the humanization if we want. Make it loop. Uh, let's see. I've never tried to use the drum machine. These new drum things, but I'm just gonna click their drum machine here. I use this one all the time. I meant to say I don't use their singular instruments. We're just gonna click a I don't know what to click, or we just need something. So we go here, we figure out where that is. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it faster than I think. Make that longer, make it 8 bars. Duplicate it. Why does that seem like a real chatter? Then this is like a really neat one that I like. If you grab your pattern on the bottom right, you'll make it repeat. Instead of just extend it. If you do it on the top right, you just extend out the pattern. Bottom right, you will make it repeat. So there's my drums. But do we want that drum kit? Oh, okay. I should have done that. So let's go back to the drum machine and we can just demo different drums, right? It's totally chill wave. Okay, we can try and make something oh, here's what I would like to do. I'm gonna duplicate, Control D, duplicate so that we have 2 drums here. Just so that I can single out the ride. Oh, they don't have a ride. I just need a ride, is all I need. Let's see. Uh, there's a ride right here. What is it? What does it sound like? Oh, did that wrong again. Loud. Still figuring out Bitwig here. 6. What I'm gonna do here? This. Okay, I won't do this yet. No, I won't do it yet. So I don't want this. I don't want this sound either. We're gonna go because I guess if we're gonna make it chill wave, let's give it a soft sound. Is there anything that just says saw? If I search it, Polysynth has a saw. Yeah, there you go. And something more advanced here is I'm going to add. I'm going to send this to an effects track here. doing here? I just want this on top. I send this to an effects track. We're gonna send it to FX1. Now the audio is coming out here. On the effects track, I'm gonna add dynamics. Let's see if this looks any different. Nope, it does not. What I'm gonna do is single out the kick here. This is a me technique. There's many ways to do this, but this is a me technique. We're gonna add a kick. We're gonna paste the kicks here. What we do is we mute this kick. But on dynamics, we have it so that it hears the kick, and we have it affect the volume down. So whenever it hears the sound, it'll turn down the volume. And there you go, you have side chaining. Okay, that might be more noticeable there. But yeah, right. I don't know how long I need to be doing this, but like, it's easy to make music. Sorry, I didn't speak. I was listening to it's all super new, and I don't know. I'm just putting it down. Hello, hello. Yes, hi, Fate. I don't know when you left or came back, but hello again. You're truly infinitely helpful. We appreciate you streaming today. Don't worry, sir. Glad you saw it was do you think it is helpful? Like I said, it's just about it's the thing with pretty much every single music software is just knowing how to use it, right? At the end of the day, they're all just paintbrushes. And it's like, do you know how to use a paintbrush? Okay, how do I use this paintbrush? And so it's like I just did, right? How do I make a saw sound? Well, you just saw me do that. How do I get the drums here? You just saw me do that. But how you do that is entirely different on FL Studio, but it's still possible. Uh, I was gonna add other things, but all this is built into Bitwig. There is a huge feature which is definitely advanced called the polygrid, right? This is its whole separate like program in it where you can craft your own synth. But I mean, if you know how subtractive synthesis works and additive synthesis, I'm gonna feel for it because November is a long time away. I'm waiting for the actual manual to come out. It's like it'll be 500 pages. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Yeah, of course, there's like tutorials, documentation. There's a user guide, but this usually isn't like a manual. Yeah, this is 5.3 too. This is actually what I was using. But like you said, um, you get a feel for it, right? Really easy to make. Four on the floor, like dance music. Yeah, that's what. There's so much to do that it can definitely get overwhelming. Uh, it's just one of those things where, like I said, you do need a. I say need to, but it's nice to start with a vision. Stick to the rules until you know how to break them. Craft a synth using radio waves. I don't know what you mean by that in terms of FM synths. Using a DAW, no matter what a DAW is, kind of like you can make the same thing. Just the philosophy of going about making that killer track is different. Yeah, exactly. Uh, I think every capable DAW that exists out there, you know, you can make a good track if you know what you're doing. You know, Skrillex could make his music on Bitwig. He could make it on Cakewalk. He could make it on Ableton. He could make it on, like honestly, can make it on what is Apple's called Pro Studio, something like that. Maybe back in like 2011, that was a different thing. Maybe back in like 2008, that was a different thing. FL Studio was very bare bones then, and you'd be laughed out of the park if you were using FL Studio. GarageBand is the baby version of the of the main one. It's called. I cannot remember what it's called. Pro Logic. That's what it's called. Pro Logic. GarageBand is effectively like what the computer comes with, but if you want the real one, you got to pay for it. Um, like I said, some though, like if you're familiar with music notation, then you should be using what is it called? The one that costs stupid money. The one that costs stupid money. Why can't I remember what it's called? Rose Garden? I've actually never heard of that. No, it's like it has pro in its name. It's not Studio One, right? Wait, maybe it is. Studio. No, this isn't it. What if I just look up DA? It's got to get me. It's like the one. This is like what movie. It's like what movie composers use and everything. I have no idea why I don't know what it's called. Pro Tools. There you go. Yep, that's it. Pro Tools. Pro Tools is like the one. Costs like $600 a year. You can't even buy it anymore. You have to subscribe. It works with Finale, which is like a free one for music notation. Live music, something like Pro Studio or Pro Logic is better. Pretty much anything that has multi tracks and can record can do live music. But so like yeah, if you've got real guitar, real drums, and real vocals, you could do it in Bitwig. I do think there's other DAWs that are better about it though. But one reason why I say that, so like I'd use everything that Bitwig came with, but like this is where you can easily get lost in the sauce, especially if you know how to obtain some of this. But like a lot of the instruments that you get have nothing to do with Bitwig, right? Uh, the one synth that I will wholeheartedly recommend because it's free is Vital. You might have heard of it. I guess I don't have it installed on my computer. Maybe I should do that real quick. This is an incredibly powerful. Uh, Dang it! Hold on. Gosh dang! I have a little thing on all of it. I still will just say BRB and then just turn off the capture card. Should already have an account. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like if you are there to set out to do live audio, you kind of know what you're doing already. I don't know. Maybe that's naive. Access. Sure. See if it picks it up instantly. Yep, there it is. Really? Okay. The file's a wavetable synth. It looks different. I mean, if you're starting out, you probably will be a preset fiend. Just what does this preset sound like? Oh wow, it doesn't come with presets. Okay, is that why I had to download things? This is way too advanced to just show. I'm not gonna log in. Whatever. The one that all of the every single audio synth nerd, so, like if you listen to dubstep, everyone's using Serum. Everyone uses Serum. But like that's Vital is effectively a free version of Serum. That's why I'm saying this. Because Serum is not free, it never will be free. I haven't done bassy music in a while, but like yeah, if you listen to dubby step, without. But I'm gonna get back to the song I was doing. I don't need to save this. This is gonna take forever to load, by the way. Super appreciate that example you gave. Thank you. I always have no idea what to say when people give you compliments. It's like, what? What are words? Mouth? Move? Speak? Yeah, no problem. It's easy to yap, right? Someone's like, how do you do this? And you're like, well, let me tell you. I don't stream music enough that I'm annoyed by it. I normally play Weeb games. I normally play Battlefield. I normally play. I I, I usually what issue the thing is that making music for me is definitely like it has to be a comfort thing. I have a few different synths standing in front of me, sitting in front of me. I can show you my room by just I'm not gonna turn on my camera, but I'll show you picture in my Discord. Where is it? Photos. Yes. Doesn't this is what my room looks like. So these are three scents. These are the ones I use most. I have a few more scents. This is just a keyboard. This is not a synth, but this is a synth. I literally never use it. I got a good deal on it. It's why I own. It's the only reason why I own it. This is my favorite synth, but I think it might be malfunctioning. You bought a MIDI keyboard? Yeah, keyboard's definitely great. Uh, Absolutely. I would say at least a 49 key is good. 61 is nice though. This is the very first thing I bought. It's over 10 years ago. Then I bought this machine down here. We don't necessarily need to go through everything, but then I got the Deep Mind. This is actually my favorite synth. This is like the same synth but juiced up. Yeah, the ultra wide's nice. It's nice, but then it sucks, but then it's nice. Like it has its own jankities. Like it's hard. It's crazy to say that bass. It's the worst monitor I've ever owned. Like I don't necessarily need to get into it, and just that how jank it's been. The There's nothing wrong with the picture. There's nothing wrong with its performance, but like for some reason, like like monitors normally just work. You plug them up and they just work. For some reason, this one just has issues, and it's not like it's just mine. It's just how they're designed. But it's the size of two 27-inch monitors put together into one. I think if I were to replace it, I would just get a normal ultra wide and not a super ultra wide. That really blows. Like, it sounds very damning when I say that. It sounds very damning. The thing is that it's like I said, it's normally you plug in a monitor and it works. It's like, you want a lamp to work right normally. You turn on a lamp and it works. But every so often you turn on the light, just you got to give it a smack. And it's just by that definition, since I've never had to do it before, it's the worst monitor I've ever owned. But doesn't mean like I don't get enjoyment out of it. I do think that like when it comes to playing games, not everything is better in that width. The best kind of games are top-down games. If you're playing like a city builder, yeah, it's great to have a huge, massive screen. If you're playing a first-person game, it's not necessarily better than a normal ultra wide. I should say compared to a normal ultra wide. If you're playing a third-person game, yeah, it's a little weird too. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to get this back up. I got derailed with this. I th- so explain it for the third time. I'm trying to recreate this track because this is a track that I had made until I'm just gonna say it. It's not what happened, but I'm just gonna say it until I had hard drive failure and I lost the project. I lost the latest project. It wasn't a hardware failure, but I'm just gonna say that it was. And I need to recreate this beginning. See, I don't know if we need to make it a minute long again, but like, yeah, all that is gone. So the song is supposed to sound like a farewell. That's the song. That's the point. It's supposed to sound sad. Just because I like showing people this song, before I go to this, we're gonna have to wait for it to load again. Show you the the latest song I technically made. Where is it? It was the I don't know what this is. Yeah, dude, one of the things you'll one of the most annoying things about making music is coming up with a title for literally everything you do. Like it'll be easy at first, but then you're just like, okay, like what the heck is this? I usually just describe what I'm doing. Like I can't even be bothered with naming things. I can't. Yeah, this one uses this synth right here. Can't, it says it's not responding, but it's just loading. It always says that. My hard drive is pinned to the max. For this one, I use not Vocaloids. So I actually used to use a lot of Vocaloids. Not, I didn't use Hatsune Miku because I didn't actually think her voice was that good. She's just the most famous Vocaloid. I like to use Gumi, Magpoid Gumi. But I moved on from Vocaloids to Synth V. So what you heard was samples. Before what you were hearing was all samples. um the reason why I'm bringing what I'm about to say is that I there's lyrics in this song, but it's no one singing. I it's just that I have to preface with this because of the landscape now. It's an AI voice, but it's not like an AI voice. I didn't type in a prompt and just go, give me lyrics, sing over this song. That's not what happened. I literally can show you while this is loading. Like, here's synthesizer V. If I have enough RAM, because look at that. No, I'm literally just gonna go, here I go. Vocaloid for more math base. This is literally, so this is not Vocaloid, but this is how a Vocaloid works. It is AI. It really is. It's just not like machine. It's not like generated, if that makes sense. It's trained on a voice, and it is like, I guess you could say it's like math. I see what you meant. I got confused when you said that at first. Song I'm doing. So right, so there's a simple song here, right? Oh, well, I did that wrong. And this is spaced here. Okay, I don't know why I think that that should start like that. Literally just delete that. Hold on, undo, 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 undo. So there's no voice here loaded here. So the voice that sent this is literally a free version, by the way. Uh, Koharu Rika. It, yes, I had to think about this. Koharu Rika is Japanese. Eleanor Forte. Eleanor Forte is the English one. So here's her voice saying just la la. And then I'll do it the easy way. So then you just literally type in what do you want it to say. Twing, coal. Hold on, I don't know how you say it. You kind of have to type things phonetically. So I have to literally say like twing, coal, tween, coal, lit, toll, star, how I wonder what you are. And then, yes, it processes it. And then here you go. Here's my lyrics.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And,
Twinkle.
I'll export that and put it into my song. All I'm saying is that, like, when I say AI, I didn't just go into Copilot and be like, give me lyrics for Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. But I used Eleanor Forte's voice, the same voice you just heard, for this song. This, this thing. Why can't I? Oh, it says missing. It's like, why can't I hear this? You can't hear this. No. I need to output to 7 and 8, and you can hear this. So yes, it's gonna pop and crack because it's technically still loading. But this is the latest song I've done that I, I want to say it's done, but is it actually done? I don't know. Bugs me that it's still gonna crackle and pop like that. Hold on, it just like ruins the vibe. Yeah, look how much RAM I'm using. Oops, Chrome. If I had 64 gigs of RAM, would that help? Yes. And no. Yes and no. Must have been doing something here because the voices are gone. Okay. This the other day too. This is the first time me seeing this in 6.0. There it goes. So some of this is not necessarily due to my computer being slow or not having enough RAM. Some of it is you see how many instances of Contact 7 I have and Contact 8. Contact. Some of it is just Contact being Contact. Like, okay, so you play video games. It's like shaders. It's like shader building. Like, you load a new game up for the first time and it's like stuttery, and then the more you play it, it smooths out. It's literally the same thing. Um, Things like more RAM, yes, would give you headroom. Uh, I don't think in my case, I've literally never had more than 32 gigs of RAM. Uh, I don't think in my case 64 gigs would necessarily be better because, yeah, like I said, it's technically still loading. Even though you don't see the load bar anymore, it was technically still loading because all of the individual contacts were loading their samples. And if you don't know what contact is, it's its own sampler. Like this one's playing just Jelly. See, these are Spitfire chamber strings. Those cost a lot of money, but they sound good. This is what I mean by samples, right? Obviously, I didn't record an orchestra to play these. Someone else did and made a program out of it. Music sounds on this project. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm saying, where it's like you could create whatever you want. So what you're hearing here, this is my hardware synth. This, going back to this photo. Yeah, I mean, I can hit play. Oh, you can't hear it when I solo it until I do this. This synth is go up like that. This synth is this one we're playing right now. That's the only hardware one I have playing. Everything else is software. And then, right, if I were to single more out, it's actually not playing. You can barely hear this one playing. It's me playing. You can hear how sloppy it is. I'm not a great keyboarder, keyboardist. That was the cello. And then here's the beat. Okay, it should be loaded now. So here's the song. Oh, no, nope. Sorry, nope. For future me to consider, definitely not in the cards now, but as a newbie is a hardware sense consideration these days with the MIDI keyboards and software and such. So the benefit of hardware sense is if you're a tinkerer, you will get immediate, you can see, you can use your hands to tinker with things. You don't have to control things. It's like, well, I was getting ready to say it's like a handheld gaming machine versus using a controller, but it's really not anything like that. But you can have the tactile and benefit of it being right in front of you. So you have instant feedback. So one thing, if you are someone who's proficient at keyboarding, uh, one thing you might instantly run into is just delay because everything has to be processed. It can be really hard to play things in time because there's just a massive delay. With hardware, you never have to worry about that because the hardware is processing it, not the software. Um, and that's really it. It's not necessarily anything you need at all. And in fact, I will say it only will make your your songs more complicated, your projects more complicated. Because now, like what I just did, when I had to set up this project, I had to make sure to turn on my hardware and have it go to the preset that I saved. Yes, there's ways to automate that. There are ways to automate that, but you have to know those ways to automate that. There's some hardware that plays very well with your software, but most don't. I would say, let me put it this way, adding hardware into your software setup will only make it more complicated. End of story. Going pure hardware is easy, going pure software is easy. It's something aspirational, but not at all required. Nothing. It's almost in its own avenue. It's like saying, it's almost like saying, what's the point of buying a drum set when I can just use this drum machine? And it's because you like playing the drums. That's really what it is, right? You like actually playing the drums rather than using a mouse to click things. You like the instant feedback, you like the acoustics, you like the sound, but generally speaking, because the other thing too, when it comes to like hardware synths, is that once everything is mixed down into a song, like if you're actually producing songs, no one can tell the difference between hardware and software. You're not hearing this synth, you're not hearing this project and being like, wait a second, that's not a real Behringer DeepMind. That's just a digital version of it. No one's thinking that. Good music is good music. Yeah, synths are pricey. I think that in the goals of making music, they are wholly unnecessary, but doesn't mean they're not fun. Doesn't mean they can't also add as inspiration. Once again, I'll play this. I've started this beginning like 5 times. It should be loaded now. This one's a pretty simple song. Oh, of course. For some reason, this is quieter. And that's all it is, and it just repeats. The idea of this song was it's supposed to be, I mean, who knows if it will be, but it's supposed to be for a video game. Like this is, I mean, like I said, it was just repeating, but like it's supposed to be like a shopkeeper's theme if it didn't seem obvious. Well, I appreciate you liking it. So I want to see if I click this, will it change the key of everything? Or like, no. Is this just me classifying it? Or is this me? Yeah, no. I have no idea what this key thing is, what this scale is. Thought it was gonna like sit there and change the scale. Make unique. Oh wow. Wait, no. These are just making it colored. I have no idea what that did. This is like a pattern browser. It is. Okay, I understand. So rather, okay, this is the pattern thing that I wanted from FL Studio. This is telling me that this arranger clip that I made is very similar to all of these other ones. That's what it's saying that I made. Interesting. But yeah, I want to make a video game. Who knows if it'll happen? You know, I have plenty of wants, but like this would be a shopkeeper theme for it. Uh, this one shouldn't take as long to load. If it does, I'll just play the MP3 of it. I'm just gonna play the MP3 of it. It's just way easier to do that. Especially, I'll go back to what I was trying to do and just play the MP3 of all. You know, this is one of my favorite unfinished songs. I just need to freaking finish this song right here. No, this one's in Japanese. That one's one of my favorites, but I never finished it, and now it's even harder to finish because of my hard drive issue. I lost the beat, and I had to remake the beat for it. What's something else I've done? I mean, this is what I'm making right now. Uh, Here's the old version of the song I'm making right now. And that's all you're gonna get because I hated the drop, and that's the whole reason why I changed it. Here's a song that I legitimately, as the theme here, I legitimately need to finish, not because of me, but because I actually got somebody to sing on it. And this is a cover of a Final Fantasy 14 song, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I was trying to make it sound like Imagine Dragons, something Imagine Dragons would make. But it's like this is like 2 years old at this point, and I have yet to finish it, which is honestly like a dick thing to do to someone who gave me their voice. Her voice is really loud. I'm already hearing what I would need to do here. I don't like that version. It's not that one's too rough. I literally think versions I had before are better. Hold on. What was it called? The one that I gave before I started working with real voices. Okay. I'm just clicking everything but the right thing. Where was it? Once again, I want everything now. So give me dot wave. Everything that's a dot wave. Give me dragons. It's not there. Oh, don't tell me it's gone. Uh, there's no way it's gone. I can't remember what the project file was called. Wasn't it high? Dang. I don't remember what it was called. Uh, let's just see if we can find it here. It's in Castle, right? Project files and audio exports of your music. How much space of all what you created take up? I have 5 different hard drives, and they're spread across all of them. Wait, no, I have 5. The thing is I can give you a in terms of because I consolidated all of them to my 4 terabyte drive. I can give you all of the materials I use. I'll literally give you a map here. Now, I mean, this is from years of gathering samples. It's not what you need. But they're all like in these public documents here. So, yeah, there is this it? That's NVIDIA stuff right here. So there's about like 300 gigs of Contact stuff, and then I have 200 gigs of ATO stuff. So that's 500 gigs of samples there. As far as like project files go, the project files themselves don't take up that much space. Some of them can, but they're not going to take nearly as much space as like the actual samples do. And that's part of the reason why some of these projects take forever to load because I have spinning hard disks and then I have SSDs. You're gonna deal with hard drive speeds if you have them on your hard drive. Simple as that. But it's cheap space, relatively speaking, and all it takes is some waiting. It's not the worst thing in the world. This is this synth right here. Oh, yeah, you can hear this. Nope. Nope, nope, stop. It's this one. Dude, this is such an old version of this. I'm so sad. Okay, okay, I'm actually gonna try and write something here instead of just showing everything. Every single time I stream music, I go down memory lane. I say that too. Shelly here, wherever they are. I'm looking for. No, this is still legatos. I need. This is still legato. Why do I have three of those? Okay, one of these we're gonna add a contact here. One of these was uh how many tracks are present? This one's kind of hard because I'm remaking what I lost. Uh, let's see. Does it give me a number when I do this? And because of how Bitwig works, I have a lot of things muted because a lot of these are just ideas. Some of these tracks are ideas; they're not used. Some of these are just tests, but I don't want to change what's already there just to test something to see if I like it. Yeah, it doesn't give me a number. I don't feel like counting all that, but there's probably like 30, 40. But I mean, all the ones with the M on, they're muted. They're literally not. Shown. That's why I was saying where it's like there's no point in being clean because no one else needs to see your work. The only time you need to be clean with your project is when you are sharing your project files with someone else. But I was gonna say is this is contact. This has nothing to do with contact. Has nothing to do with Bitwig. It's a whole separate program. It's just that Bitwig is using it. This is like saying, if a DAW is your canvas, the instruments can be obtained anywhere. You don't have to use everything that's in Bitwig. And you can tell my music isn't so very electronic, but like I don't know if you know of native instruments. Like I mean, they're pretty huge. Native instruments. Uh, what I have is complete 24. I think I have complete 24. But like it gives you buying complete, which is a lot of money by the way, especially if you don't own anything. Um Even though it's on sale, it's a lot of money. Oh, complete isn't on sale. They just came out with complete 26. But yeah, there you go. It cost $550. I think it was 500 even before. For the name of it's just like contacts. It won't run on. Oh, this doesn't run on Linux. It tells me right here, Mac, Windows. That's it. I use so much contacts. I literally couldn't live without that. I thought, I assumed that VSTs, because that's what this is, were platform agnostic. I just assumed they were, but I guess not. But yeah, I use a lot of this. I mean, here was a free one. This organ sounds really good for being free. Like, yeah, it sounds good for free. I'm new to Linux, so I don't know. Just trying to say natively. Well, yeah, it. I mean, just clearly it said that it doesn't. Um, I think I remember someone else saying that because I mean I'm a part of Discords. That's a thing too. I mean there is a Bitwig Discord you can be a part of. People will say things. It's literally right here. It's probably yeah. There's literally a Linux one right here. What they're talking about, but is there anything pinned here? A list of natively supported Linux VSTs. There you go. It's a website apparently. Just give you that, I guess. Oh, you got your bookmarks. Okay. Why is it in euros? This is Murica. That's insane to me that Native Instruments doesn't support Linux. That's actually insane to me. I don't know. So, like, one thing you'll go through your music journey is, of course, you'll find out what kind of sounds you want to make, but what do you actually like to make? And in a lot of ways, you are limited by your tools. Because I don't know any of this stuff. It's one of the reasons why I just bought Bitwig 6 is it's like I used 5 for so long. This is a Juno. My hardware synth is a clone of this. I mean, I guess you could say that this is a clone of this. This my hardware synth is the same clone that this is a clone of. That's what I'm trying to say. In Paint. Oh, so you could make the Mario Paint stuff. That's a lot here. Am I familiar with Reaper? I know of it, but I'm not familiar with it. In my Discord, there's a lot of Reaperites. I don't know what you want to call them. I say my Discord, but so I do a lot of video game remixes, an OC remix. A lot of people. I know a lot of people here like to use Reaper. I spend a lot of time here, even if I don't post too much music. So I think let me just copy this. Long story short, Reaper has a tutorial video maker YouTube channel with 1,200 tutorial vids. I had the thought to cut my teeth learning on Reaper and transition a bit way much later. Reaper is, you say it's just $60, but the thing is that you can say that it's just $60, but also it has an unlimited free trial. So you don't actually need. It's almost one of those things where it's like a WinRAR thing. You can donate $60. Technically, you don't have to. You don't have to buy it. I like supporting the stuff you use. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you're literally saying the same thing. There's the choir right here. This is the male choir. No, no, it's both. Uh, I need the sopranos, which is right here. So, I mean, everything I use is in contact, so it's like, not, so this is this is contact, but this is 8DO's voice, which, I mean, dude, at the time I spent like $200 on this, but I think it's only like $40 now. Are you familiar with Piano Tech? I've never heard of that. This is in the different key, isn't it? This is lower, huh? Oh, it's like the heck? No, mine's actually lower. I need to pitch this higher. Okay, not. There's a stupid bug here that I'm trying to avoid, and I don't. It might be gone. It might be gone in Bitwig 6, but I won't even give it the chance to do it. Yeah, I think that's it. They have a harpsichord. I mean, Bitwig has a sampler too, but it has a very rudimentary harpsichord. Harpsichord. That's what it is. Oh yeah, that's a synth. That's not a real harpsichord. Sounds like a Walmart synth. Dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's a synth. That's a synth mimicking a harpsichord, not an actual one recorded. I used, because this is my channel and I get to go down memory lane when I want. I used a harpsichord on a song that I did years ago. Oh, dude, really? My title didn't change on YouTube? This. When was this? 2020? Yeah, this was 2020. This is Gumi. This is a Vocaloid. And I drew this animation too. I screwed up the tail. Oh, all my songs you like use like the same 4 chords. This song was the first song I ever used Eleanor or Synth V on. I can't remember if this used this a harpsichord. I think it does at the beginning here. Yeah. I made this for Halloween. All of this was just free footage you could download on the internet. Tempo change right here. I'm sorry, the worst part of this song is the drop right here. This is my favorite part. All right. It pretty much repeats from then. Yeah, dude. I like slow melancholic stuff. This is a song I liked a lot. No one else liked it. It was a meme song. But I really like the composition of it. This is back when you couldn't buy a PS5. Cause
Just for a PS5, I don't know why I even try when all this can
there's the harpsichord again. I keep saying that wrong. I'm gonna remake this song without the lyrics because I like it that much. This one uses my hardware synth too. One that I don't use anymore. Right here, the synth comes in. It's pretty blown out though. I shouldn't have started the footage right at the very beginning where you see him hit the drums, start hitting it. And then this is probably like my most popular remix, somewhat. This is probably my most unique one. I don't know if you play FF14, but I have to show you the original either way. This was my favorite. This is my favorite song in FF14. Sorry, it's the second one. So this is the original. This is not me. The MMO Final Fantasy, yeah. I remember playing it and hearing this. I was like, wow, this sounds very near, like, you know, like Near Automata. I had to get to this part. And then the song effectively repeats. If you like music like that, you'll like the music in Near. But here's my version. It's not produced as well. Don't think it's gonna be better. But here's my remix. I call it a remix. I guess I could technically call it a remix because I did take some of the audio samples from it. Just the choir at the very beginning there. But everything else is all original.
Shifting sea, the kiss of the salt sweet breeze, the white of the silken dress stained in red, a memory fading fast, her mother's six eyes downcast, a torn uniform in hand, farewells untold.
I got the lyrics wrong right there. Yeah, I like that one too. Uh, but thank you. Uh, I would say people generally like it. It's one of my more popular remixes or covers. Uh, what surprised me was someone commented how much they liked this part of the song. This part was just in high. The whole reason for this part was to hide a tempo change. The tempo goes from like 100 BPM to like 140. Yeah, a lot of the music I've done is not posted. Like the latest thing I posted music wise, oh, technically was this Smash one. But this, so even though I just posted this a year ago, this song is 3 years old. This one's EDM. This one's pure EDM. I don't feel like going through all the songs that it covers, but it's from Smash Bros. Hey, I have one like. Okay, I will pause it. The story of this song was that I had just bought Complete 24, and I really liked the what you want to call it, the desert sounds that it had. Uh, classic like Arabian sounds. I really liked the samples that it came with, so I was like, let's make a song around that. Is the Shopkeeper song on your YouTube? It is not. Are you telling me to post that one? The desert song you got me thinking about Banjo Kazooie. I can hear that. I can hear that. That one is technically the newest song I've written, just straight up. I haven't done anything newer than that. Uh, what was? Yeah, I mean, I know what this is. Here's me using Bitwig. I actually recorded just I was like, do people want to see this, or should I just have like a unique intro, a unique video with it? But this one, I was trying to use nothing electronic, and I wanted to use everything sampled. But okay. Enough memory lane. I can post the shopkeeper one, but I would want to make an animation for it. I would want to, I told you I drew that cat one. I would like the idea that I had for that game, for that song. Yeah, I said it was for a video game, but it was totally inspired by Code Vein 2 because there's a character, Yadwiga, and in Code Vein 2, and she's a disinterested shopkeeper. She's kind of like, I'm just here to get paid,
Oh, it's give it here. As I thought.
kind of an attitude. And I was like, I really like that. Like, and that's what I imagined when I wrote that song. So it's like I would want to draw a picture. Yeah, exactly. Just like an 8-bit animation, just like an idle animation of a disinterested shopkeeper. That's it. Doesn't necessarily need to be like a full on lyric video. I somewhat missed this game. I like this game. There's no way it did well. If I get tons of views, I doubt it. I mean that I can't. I don't know if by streaming on YouTube, if I'm diluting my videos. because like, you know, look at this, 10 video, 5 views on whatever this was. Okay, go to studio here. I only have 115 subs. Somebody posted on my speaking of songs and stuff. It's like okay for an artist, like okay for an artist and me want to be music creators that like copyrighted. Um, uh, so when it comes to licensing, if you're like to sell your music, technically yes. If you are inspired off of, you know, like you know how I'm doing video game remixes, uh, technically yes, you would have to license that. I have never looked into any of that. I've never. The thing is my day job is a paralegal, but I've never done any of that. Some people will be more anal about it than others. Nintendo is probably the most anal about it. And what I mean by diluting is that my YouTube videos are mostly me posting uh music, right? But then here I am streaming. I'm streaming music, but I stream a lot of video games. And I don't know if I'm driving away people who have followed my channel to listen to music by posting all of these video game streams. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I mean. This is actually my most popular one with 10,000 views, 100 likes, because I got this out before the game came out. Because they released music for Street Fighter 6 before the game came out, and I was like, let's remix it. I did this in one day. This will be the last thing I show before going back to my music. It's very crude, but I gotta go to it. JP's theme. His theme itself has 1.4 million. That was the goals. I wanted to see if I could make a song in one day. This is the OG, of course. This is what Capcom made. No. Gotta wait till it changes here. Okay, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. There you go. That's literally all I heard, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So this is my version. It's not as loud. Yeah, man, hearing this, it's so crude. I would do so much more to it. I would say that it sounds unfinished. Okay, I actually will show one more because it's unreleased. It's actually waiting. It's not waiting on me. It's waiting on the project lead. But I did a remix or a cover. Keep calling them remixes. I did a cover of Fire Emblem Three Houses Shambhala. This is the original. And this is so okay. I mean, this is it. So that's all I really heard of the song, and then I was like, okay, I'll make my own version. It's literally 4 notes. D D D D and then wub wub. That's all it is, right? So I was like, okay, I'll do that and then wub wub. So this was my version of it. And this is a finished song, it's just not published. Just how many variations can I do these 4 notes and wub wub? This is my favorite part. Yeah, that's the remix. I mean, it's been finished for years actually, but the project lead, they're doing a full Fire Emblem album, and I guess he's just not done with it yet. But it will be published, just not by me. I appreciate it, and then thanks for the follow. And then I'm trying to currently I'm trying to remix this theme. I'm only showing this because it's in my freaking theme. I'm trying to remix this theme right here. I have done like one thing with it. I don't know if I can do this song justice. That's all you need to hear because that's all I've tried to do. But like here's me trying to do that with some lub lub. Okay, that's really quiet for some reason. Let me just find the actual one on here. It's not in wave, huh? No, it is in wave. Yeah, it's just quiet. I'll boost it. Is it called Battle Hymn? Okay, not Soul Reload. The battle for everyone's souls. That's the final boss. Okay, stop giving me reload. Yeah, this is the final boss theme, right? Yeah. Not this one. I know what you're talking about. For some reason, I thought it was Aria of the Soul. Yeah, dude, I've heard this song way too freaking much. They reused it in so many games. But yeah, this is kind of music I like though. I like it. It was first in Persona 3, but they reused it in the Persona 2 remake. And then, of course, Persona 3 got like 4 different versions of itself, re-releases. They reused it in Persona 4, they reused it in Persona 5. Like I could actually sing. I mean, yeah. This version was Persona 3. It's just that they reused that theme in a lot of games. I think the OG Persona 2 Velvet Room sounds different. Yeah. I don't think they've re-recorded that song ever since Persona 3. They've used it in 3 and 4 and 5, and they'll probably be there in 6. This was my most popular song. This is one of the first songs I ever uploaded back in 2016. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Nope. My YouTube is there. You can follow it. I will that's not what I copied. What the heck? Let me change this title real quick because I'm not doing that. Every time I stream, I go down memory lane. It's fun, but I do it every time. Every time I stream music, I mean. Uh, I said I was returning to Soul Calibur. Oh no, this. Where is my current video right now? Um, trying to think. So the shopkeeper theme I also made with this. This song is gone though. This is all I have of it. Uh, it's an okay song. This is not at all the same. But in this formless video game I have making, this would go in the same game. This to me was like the Legion of Doom conversing, right? The bad guys in their evil cathedral are talking about their plans. And then it's a battle theme. Okay, I have something to say to that, but I'll say it after this. I suck at doing drums, man. This part sucks too. Is that? Yeah, it's the same. Oh, I did that wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Um, 8DO stuff, which I have to get this way. It was 8DO deep solo cello. Just need to wait for it to load. Files are missing. Yeah, well, I can't do anything while it's loading. I just get to sit here. It's still loading, even though it doesn't look like it is. What's crazy is this is on my SSD. It's just, I guess it's a contact thing. There it goes. I can't remember what it was. It was like I just have to demo them. I think so. Fingers cannot move that far to play that chord. Oh, my TV's gonna turn off. Where's my remote? That is a naughty, which are chords that I've stolen. Okay, I don't want it to pitch up there. My contact started doing that. Yeah, that's not how you open the group. I keep it's different in this one. Brain has to think this out. Like that, right? You just record that real quick. That other one was right. Keep dragging when I mean to select. So maybe this sustained note is a little much. I can't remember the rain sample that I had. I don't want this. I want this. I might not have it anymore. This harp. Oh wow, I used this in my visual novel. Yeah, I don't have the rain sample anymore. Dang it. I don't remember where the heck I got that rain sample from. Let's use everything, see if I can find it. Oh, it's not that. Right? It's not this. Wait, maybe it is this. Oh, it's not very long sample. Didn't it say 2 minutes on this? 25 seconds. It's so fun to just play around with sounds. Uh, I can just repeat this summer rain sound. I could. It's just for the beginning, right? Yeah, I don't like it pitching up there. That's the choir. This is the OTT'd choir. This is the much quieter one. I think it should just end on the just end on that. Don't do the last pitch change there. I'm curious what this sounds like. Sounds like too much. I wouldn't want to use that because that's literally from it's literally from a melody. I can show you it's from. It is from. Ow. I didn't mean to hit enter there. This. Bing bing bong bing bong. I'm just gonna skip to where it is. Yeah, right. You can hear the right there. Okay, yeah. That's probably that's that what that melody reminded me of. Let me try and add a Celesta here. Not this one. Not this one either. It's on the classics. This is my favorite one, the original one. I already forgot what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can never remember that last part. I don't actually know. I can't do the violin melody. Playing around, I already forgot what I wanted to do here. I already forgot what I wanted to do there. I remember I used to like to, not used to, but like, I would like to layer the glockenspiel on top of it. didn't want to replace it. I wanted to add. Why is it replacing it? The glockenspiel. There we go. It just kind of gives it a sharp toned. I don't even remember what I was trying to do because I was playing around. This one doesn't support this. Um, Apparently there's a way to turn this into a clip. Nope. Nope. I want this to be modulation. And I want to copy this, place it here. Nope. I want to delete this. Okay, geez. Delete that. Oh, I forget you can't hear it when I hit solo. I can't tell if that's doing anything. Yeah, it is. Something. That's what I wanted to do, right? Okay. Focus on this. Make this a little bigger. That's what I should do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm guessing it's stuttering because I have YouTube open.
Alright, do this.
It's max streaming.
A bit longer. There's an extra boss fight in the caves, so that's a little bit different.
Oh. This one's screwed up because of the modulation. I was like, why the heck does it sound like that? But it. This one's very loud. What if we swap these two? Oh, hold on. Just pitch it up. Why is there no sound on this? I don't know if I like that better. Why does it sound like this? It sounds so quiet. Ah, man, this is all different. Okay, we'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. But me getting up and walking around made me realize how tired I was. So I think I'm just done. Had a long call. I mean, there's no biggie. It doesn't sound the same. I mean, it sounds close to it, but I cannot remember what I did. I was gonna say, I mean, I'll say this: how I did the drums. There was a free VST called Monster Drums, and I went here and went to Metal, and I did this one. I guess it's still loading. Oh no, you gotta do this. All I did was go to the piano roll and just go to the, it's usually C1, right? And just draw the notes. Literally all I did. I didn't use a drum thing at all. And I was going to say too, as far as mimicking, you should mimic music so that you know how it works. If there's a beat you really like, sit there and just listen to it. Why does this beat sound good? I really like how the kick sounds. How do I get a kick like that? And just try and mimic it. You'll understand, actually the bass isn't that complicated. Actually, the sometimes it is complicated, if you like doom music or something. I would say melodically, doom music isn't very complicated, and not at all. But what its depth is in sound design, with his blending of serum, of his blending of synths and guitars. Mick Gordon, that's his name. But yeah, uh, thing is, I'm actually probably gonna keep doing music. I just don't want to do it on stream anymore. So, but yeah, thank you for hanging out. I ended up yapping for a lot longer than I expected. How long have I been streaming? 3.5, almost 4 hours. It's not that long, but still long. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. I guess I can play the credits. The credits is a song. The credits is an exclusive stream song. I think I did this song like 5 years ago. But goodbye. Oh wait, they're working. Nice.